Hi guys, 14th Prime here, back with another video review, and today we're looking at the Transformers 2007 Premium Autobot Jazz. And I don't think I express enough my love for Jazz on my channel. More so, I just express my love for Shatterglass and More to Meets the Eye. But know it or not, Jazz is my favorite. Jazz and Prowl, anyways, are my favorite overall characters in all of Transformers, pretty much. And so, my first figure was actually a Jazz, which probably was one thing that kickstarted that. But, and so, I have a little display that I'm trying to get pretty much every single Jazz figure that I can from the movie line. And so, I actually recently got this figure, picked it up, and I thought, you know what, the Studio Series one's coming out, and I can review probably the best paint job for this mold. That's supposed to be movie accurate. Now, if you don't know, in 2007, they had kind of a sub-ish line we called the Premium line, which was basically characters from the movie with a lot of extra detailing and things like that. And some of them were like Ironhide. He did have some good detailing on, but then there was other bits where they like put like a gigantic Autobot logo on the hood of the truck and things like that I just kind of didn't like. And then there was other ones like Optimus, who had a new head, a new sword, and had the G1 transformation noises. And then, which he was one that was really good, and I still wanted him, but he's just hard to find. And there's Jazz, which I'll go ahead and get this comparison out of the way. Here's the original Jazz. This is not my Jazz, by the way. And it's kind of hard to see on camera, but you can see this has a more shiny silver of a paint. And lots of it's things like it's red. It's more so like a deep red than a weird orange, and you see the headlights there. Nothing really new on the side. And the back, again, the red is actually red instead of orangish color. And then undersides. But yeah, I love this vehicle mode. I kind of just want another one just displayed in vehicle mode. But then again, there's still the movie The Best Jazz coming out, which I will try my best to buy. I keep forgetting it exists. And then you have his gun, which is, again, it's the same one except it's silver. It still scopes out and everything. It could have been neat for Premium Jazz if they would have gave him like either a new weapon or kind of like the Final Battle Jazz weapon, but again, Takara did that. Takara one just seems like Premium Jazz was just given that weapon. And then this does tab in back here. There's a little slot to do right there. And it's supposed to go on. There you go. Just little telescopes and all. But that looks dumb. Now, I know I reviewed the 2007 Target exclusive Jazz, which had the G1 paint scheme. But I'm still going to start transformation because I love this thing. So anyways, first what you want to do is you want to flip this up like so. Bring this down about halfway. Bring those out so it's just kind of a weird, Extend these bits and rotate them. Pull out the heel and then bring down the foot, both sides. Heel, foot, and you have the legs done. Then just kind of bring that up like that. And bring this up a little bit just to get out of the way. You want to lift both these up just by one, so it's easier to get them out. Take these little bits on the side and flip around like so. Bring up the half of the hood and rotate it around to where that's facing the front. Pull it up like so. Bring out his hand and then collapse it all to make an arm. Second verse, same as the first. Flip this up and rotate this back. Flip this piece out, flip out the little hand, flip back, tab it all in, and of course, since this is 2007, you want to get these situated, it had Automorph, which I like Jazz's Automorph. You take this back piece, and as you pull it down, it flips up the head, and whenever you fully tab it in, it activates the Automorph in the chest, which just kind of sinks it in. Anyways, here is Jazz. in his robot mode. And it looks gorgeous. Oh my god, it looks stellar. I love it so much. I love all the little picked out detailings, and even the feet are painted. That head, I wish my camera was better because it's just so great. And for a quick comparison, here he is with the original Jazz, which you can see. I think you can actually see it better in robot mode. That silver just pops. So good. You can see all the extra detailings they did, like on the knees and basically all of the legs. Just, it looks so good. And then for another comparison, since I've been having this 2007 theme, and also because he's the only other 2007 figure I have with me right now, here's Bumblebee. And I seriously cannot express enough how excited I am for Studio Series. And to get the new Jazz, which, by the way, for any of you that did not know, there hasn't been a new Jazz mold since this figure came out, for the deluxe class anyway. Every other Jazz figure, the repaint for Target exclusive G1 colors, the Dark of the Moon repaint, the Smokescreen repaint, Revenge of the Fallen premium repaint, Allspark repaint, Final Battle repaint with some extra molding for damage. There has not been a new mold for Jazz since the initial 2007, including this one. Now they've had a few re-releases here and there, like the Bumblebee even has, with even a newer set that came out with High Octane Bumblebee and the Last Night Bumblebee. But not an actual new mold, even though Bumblebee kind of doesn't count, but it does at the same time. It counts for me, okay? Anyways, articulation on the guy, the head's on a ball joint, which, by the way, amazing light piping. Arms can do a full 360. They can move out on this joint, or they can move up, but then he just shoulders himself in the head. Alright, elbow bend. Nothing at the hand, of course, since it's just a little thing. Legs move forward, legs kind of move back. They don't bend at the knee much. That's the only unfortunate thing about this mold. He doesn't bend at the knee much, but he does have some ankle articulation. And actually, I messed with this guy while I was at work. Let's see if I can get that pose that I had him in. I know I had that arm. Had him in one of these types of poses. Let's see if I can do it. Can I do it? Can it be done again? Oh, I did it. I love this figure. Oh, he does have his gun. Of course, he does have his gun. But you can take, I think I already had on the other figure. You just open up his arm and you see there's a little peg there. Which, by the way, all that inside the arms are, I think, is painted. Maybe, or no, maybe they molded it in black and then painted it, because in the original one it was just all gray. Which you can still telescope the gun. And there's a few things else you can do. You can take that little peg right there, the back piece, and plug into his shoulder, but it's kind of dumb. You can also just remove it entirely and plug it into that part on the gun, but it's also kind of dumb. So I don't do it. Overall, if you're a Jazz fan or you just love a superb paint job, get this toy. It's kind of difficult to get. I got mine for $20 off of Transformer Land. I'm not sponsored, but I love them. They've given me so many figures. But personally, I just love Jazz, so of course this was I have to find it somehow. And their update last week put it on there, and I was like, yep, I'm buying this. And next thing I know, I had a Jazz. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. So, please be sure to check out my channel for video reviews, and please don't forget to subscribe. And this is the 14th Prime, signing out.